Hello, folks. We're going to do a series. At least we're hoping it'll be a long series. We'll at least start with a good, juicy series. We're going to do a bunch of B school interview questions. Typical questions. Tell me about yourself. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What are your long-term goals? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Where have you exhibited leadership? Why do you want to do an MBA? Etc. 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 We're going to cover that over the next few weeks and put that on a playlist and on our webpage. So check out the description of this video and the comment to see the playlist and also to see the embedded page where you can see all the questions. If you have any specific questions, any specific general questions, what do I mean by that? Don't ask us to say, oh, given that you are a naval architecture, how would this ship work? Obviously, we're not going to be best equipped to answer that, and that does not have reference for a larger audience. But any general question that you have that we may have skipped, please do take time out and put on a comment. If we are competent enough to answer that and we think the answer will add value, we will shoot videos for those and put them in. And so it's going to be an entire series, hopefully a reasonable number of questions going in for different contexts that we're going to do, completely based on the personal interview series. Lovely. I'm going to jump in. Why MBA? Fine. So I'm already smiling because there isn't a good answer for this. Fine. So why MBA is a question which is kind of my go-to phrase for this is kind of like a ragging question. And they want to know, why do you want to do an MBA? And there is no compellingly brilliant, earth-shattering reason to do an MBA, and that's the reality of it. And so they want to know whether you can finesse the answer for this and then have that as a basis for further discussion. And so why does anyone want to do an MBA? And so faster career progression, some more money, a more meaningful role, a view of running the whole business, seeing different moving parts, ability to eventually become an entrepreneur or run towards starting your own venture. These are usually the reasons. Is an MBA absolutely necessary for any one of these? No, which is where the tricky part comes. And so you have the skill set, you have the common sense, you have the capital, you have the idea, then you should be doing the business rather than doing an MBA. And so therefore, your answer can include any one of these and be dominated by one of those. Be very careful to not go out on a limb and say MBA is going to solve all my answers, all my problems, and give me all the answers. It's not going to. Finesse your answer right through. Find what are the different things. I'm going to recap this. Find understand different parts of running a business. Have an overall view of how businesses make money rather than just see how they deliver value for one part, either the customer or the stakeholder alone. And so what are the everything part about this? To make money in my career, to have a leadership role earlier on, sooner on. Right? To become an entrepreneur. These are all meaningful things to say why you want to do an MBA. Right? Having a reference point and saying, look, I have my cousin who did this, or my uncle who's been in a managerial role, or my father has been a business development person and that's been an inspiration for me, or at least I have a lodestone to look back to. That is also good. Right? So but when you're answering this, remember that you have to finesse the answer and not go all in and say, look, I want to have a holistic view of running a company, which is why I want to do an MBA. It begs the question. It really literally begs the question, what the hell is holistic? Right? I want to have a 10,000 view or 10,000 feet view of the company. Of what? What does it give you? So don't fill in these jargon terms, which even like the MBAs fill in these jargon terms all the time. At least you guys are going to do an MBA. Don't jargonize your answer ahead of time. Don't say stuff like, I want to know marketing, finance, operations, technology, and systems. Immediate next question. Oh, nice. You seem to have it all covered. What are these things? And so on whatever answer you give, make sure you beef that up. Suppose you're saying, I've been fascinated by marketing. The idea of pitching a product or a concept to somebody really appeals to me. And I'm not able to do that in my current role, where my role is more technically defined. And that is what fascinates me. That's what I want to do and then you're saying, look, talk to me about marketing. Be ready. They'll ask you, what are the 4 P's of marketing? How do you position a company? How do you position a product? Etc. 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 And so if you're sticking your neck out, do your research. Be ready for it. If you're going down this route of, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to start my company, which is what I want to do, then you should have a business idea. You have to say, look, this is what I have in mind. I want to start a restaurant business. I want to have a restaurant business where I have 3 restaurants in the city. I want to focus on this cuisine. I want to have this price point. I'll have this many seats. This will be my per hour rate. This will be my cost. This will be my profit. This is what this entails. This is why I want to work in this industry. I understand cuisine. I understand customer satisfaction. I don't understand marketing. I don't understand finance. Therefore, I want to do an MBA. Immediately, it's like you're going to spend 30 lakhs doing an MBA, leave out 15 lakh. That can be your capital to start the company. Why are you not doing that? Then you need to have a comeback, an answer for that. One of the answers that are considered very easy to start my own company can be very tricky. You can say, at some point of time in the future, I see myself running a company. That's all right. I want to say, I want to start a company straight after MBA. You bloody well have a business plan. If you have a business plan ready to have the entire interview, or a big part of the interview being where holes are poked at that. If all the holes are filled, then you're automatically inviting the question, look, you seem to have all the answers. Why do you need an MBA? So think this through. When the themes are these, don't go all in and say one thing. Don't stay guff like 10,000 feet view, holistic thing, all aspects of management. All these are fillers. They're just noises. They just sounds cliches that don't actually mean anything once you're poked. Oh, you want to know all aspects of management. What are these? And so make sure that you cover the bases. Understand that there is no great answer. You can ask 100 MBAs, make them sit down and say, nobody will practically be able to tell you anything more than I really hated my job, to say why they wanted to do an MBA. And so it is not an easily answered question. Make sure you don't dig big holes for yourself. Put different elements together in some ratio and then stick it out. Do your research as well. Fine. Best wishes.